What is going on, guys? Jelani here, back again with another video, and in this video I have something super special for you because I'm going to show you guys how to build out a chatbot. And I actually have one of my good friends, Catlin, on the line. I'm actually building it for his page, so what's up, Catlin?
Hey Jelani, thanks for having me on the call today. I'm super excited to have you build out this chatbot for me and see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. So in this video, guys, you will see what I usually do when I set up a basic chatbot. And you can actually take these same principles and apply it to your chatbots, or if you're building a chatbot out for different clients and stuff like that, you can definitely do that as well. But before we begin, guys, please subscribe and definitely hit that alert button. It really means a lot. Also, Catlin's channel is down below, so you definitely want to check out his channel. He has great videos talking about different marketing techniques as well, so definitely go check him out. So Catlin, I'm going to request remote control access now so that I can take over your Manychat and get this going.
Sounds good. Just got the request here. We'll get you approved and you should be good to go.
Alright, cool. Let's check this out. Yep, I'm good to go. Alright, so guys, when you go to Manychat, this is what you're going to see. You want to make sure that you have your account connected. Catlin has a pro account. You don't necessarily need a pro account to get these basic features, but pro account, when you have a pro account, it does give you additional features such as, you can use Zapier and different methods that you can't use in the free plan, but it doesn't matter, you can still do this. So as you can see here, Catlin has his page here, and the dashboard is the first thing you're going to see. One thing that I do is I go to settings first, and in this greeting text box is I will put a greeting text. So when someone goes to your page, and this is actually like something that a lot of people don't know, but I do it because I always forget to do it, so it's like I become like it's the first thing I do now. But like basically, when someone goes to your page, right, and they click get started, it gives you a little information like text to say this is what you can expect from this chatbot or whatever. So I say something like, thanks for checking out my chatbot. Subscribe if you want more information about marketing techniques, etc., etc., whatever. So this is something that you can definitely do, and I suggest you do. So I don't know, Catlin, what would you want to put here?
I like your idea, Jelani, like just thanking them for subscribing, first of all, if you want to type something along those lines.
Yeah.
We got control here, and I trust you. And I guess we can tell a little bit about what they can expect, as you said, from my page or from the bot sequences they're going to get. So definitely the first thing is they're going to learn all about how to generate passive income with affiliate marketing.
Right.
And then the other things that business does, a little bit of lead generation through paid traffic as well as funnel building. So I'll let you write that. I can always go back and change it.
Right, exactly.
Copywriter, so it should be good.
Yeah. If you subscribe to this bot, expect some cool techniques on how to grow your, I have a little typo here, but that's okay, your marketing business and funnels. That's just something simple for now. You can go back and change it.
Sounds good. You put so cool, but expect so cool techniques.
Oh,
but
some.
Example, we can
Yeah, there we go. Cool. So another thing that you guys want to look out for when you're building your bot is this little thing here called refresh permissions. Now, Manychat's not perfect. So when you set up different growth tools, and we'll get in growth tools in a second, but when you set up different parameters inside of Manychat, sometimes the API messes up and it's not seamless, okay? So it's okay. It doesn't mean that Manychat's broken. It doesn't mean like that. All you have to do is refresh the permissions so the API from Facebook to Manychat gets refreshed and it knows that the connection's okay. So make sure that if you do have problems with your bots, to definitely refresh the permissions. This is all different settings that you can change, obviously. Now, when you are setting up your bot, the first thing you want to do is you want to go to automation. And inside of the automation tab or panel, you're going to see a main menu, default reply, and welcome message. Now, these three things are important and you should include some of them. I don't include the default reply, and the reason for that is because if someone replies to my bot, like if I ask a question like, do you like pizza, right? And I say type pizza if you like pizza, and they type burgers, right? Then it's going to automatically reply to that person like, this what it says on the screen. Hey, first name, thanks for reaching out. I'll get back to your reply. I don't want that, right? Because I want to take control of what the answer is going to be. So I always turn it off. I don't know how you feel about that, Catlin. I mean, that's just the way I do it, but you might have. What do you think about that?
I trust you as the bot expert here today, so I'm certainly going to follow your lead, Jelani. But my
Bot
thoughts with
expert.
setting up the default replies, I'm like really, really bad with checking my messages on my business page and replying.
Right.
So I was like I lost the icon where it has the green thing and it's like replies instantly. And you get the green
I
badge or
see.
whatever. So mine
Yeah.
was like average response time 48 hours.
Right.
So I kind of put in this default reply just so I could improve my average response time for the page.
Right.
Let's take it out if we're showing folks that it's not necessary and we want to be able to take control of that conversation flow. Let's delete it. I'll follow your lead here, Jelani.
So it's disabled now, so it looks like you did have it disabled, so that's awesome.
Okay.
So I mean, it works out for me. Like my page says instantly. So I think the goal with and what you should do. I'm this is just a suggestion, but in the future, like kind of get more interactive with the people that are subscribed. You don't have to send them a message every day, and I suggest not to do that because people start to get like, why are you sending me messages every day? So I do it like every other day. Like I plan it out. Like if I have a new YouTube video, I say, okay, Monday I'll do the YouTube video, then Wednesday I'll do, the affiliate link to something, whatever. Like then Friday I do like the motivational Fridays, whatever. Like there's different things you can do just so you can keep that conversation going. So let's set up your main menu. So the main menu is what you'll see if you're on the phone. You won't see this menu if you're on desktop. So this is the menu that, people see when they're scrolling on your page or they're interacting with your bot and they see, about me or something, right? So what would you want for your main menu? Would you want it to have a sub menu? So if you just wanted to have like generic info and then have a sub menu so it says like about me, contact me, etc., or would you rather it have just individual buttons that
My
would
initial thought on that, and if it's too complicated for the scope of the video, that's cool. We can do something else. But I kind of want to segment them and just find out if these folks are interested in learning about affiliate marketing, building funnels, or generating leads.
Okay.
We could segment them that way at the top level. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. So what was the first one you said?
If they want to learn more about how to generate passive income with affiliate marketing.
All right. So I'm going to say something like wanna learn about affiliate. Let's see if that's a little too much. That's a little too much because you can't type like full out like paragraphs for the button.
Gotcha.
So they give
Let's
you
just
like
do affiliate marketing then. I think folks will
yeah,
yeah. Learn something about it.
Yeah, for sure. So one thing to keep in mind is that you can have, like I said, you can open up a sub menu. You can reply with a message, or you can open a website. So if they click on affiliate marketing, you can send them to a landing page or whatever, or you can just send them a message like, "Hey, think you want to learn more about affiliate marketing? Check out these 3 websites or something." You know what I mean? And what I like to do for every single button, not every single button, but like the important ones, like the main menu ones, the welcome message ones, I always add actions, and I kind of generated a system, I guess you can say, of how I set these up. So I add tags. So my theory is the more information you have on your client base, your customers, etc., the more powerful you can be as a marketer. So I want to know what buttons are they clicking, what messages are they responding to, so then I can respond to those people again. Like, all right, I saw that they clicked on this button. Maybe they want more information about affiliate marketing, right?
So just so I make sure I follow here, so we could actually send out a broadcast later in the future just to folks who expressed their interest in affiliate marketing and got tagged with that.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So that's exactly why I do that. Is because I get more information. So my system normally is just so I do like clicked, and then I do underscore, and then I do affiliate. I'll say affiliate marketing button, right? So that's my system that I normally do. It's like keyword underscore, then the rest of the. So if they type something, typed underscore, etc. And that seems to be what works best for me, just because I can quickly find what that person had did. So if they type something, I can just typed, and I find what they typed. Other actions. So while we're talking about actions, you can remove tags, subscribe people to sequences. So if someone clicked on this affiliate marketing button, you can subscribe them to a sequence like affiliate marketing sequence. So you can say, hey, Jelani, I saw that you clicked on this affiliate marketing button, and I want to share with you 7 techniques on, or I want to share with you techniques in the next 7 days on how you can become a better affiliate marketer, right? So this is how powerful this is, because you can literally do different actions on what people do. So you can even subscribe people to different bots, right? So if you have I don't know, like a dog fan page, and you saw that someone clicked on your Labrador message, you could subscribe them to a Labrador bot. Like, it's so cool. But yeah, so in this case, let's just reply with a message and just say, let's create the message here. You can also select existing messages if you have other messages. So let's just create a new one here. And what I do for my messages, I always put a delay above the first message. So that kind of makes it seem like it's a human talking. Like, we would say, hey, and this little icon here, this little person icon, that's where you can say like first name, last name, full name, page name, etc. So I always say first name. Now the fallback here, Catlin, if you didn't know, is just like if that page or person didn't have a name for whatever reason, the fallback will be like there. So it'll be like hey there instead of hey first name. Cool. So let's do that. So let's just say something. You can always change this later. I'm just gonna write something up. Affiliate marketing. It's so weird because like the spell check saves my life. Like, I just type whatever and I just go back and fix it later.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, do you do that? It speeds up my time because like I know what I mean. I don't want to stop and fix it and go back. Like, I'd rather just keep typing.
Totally.
So let me ask you a question. So let's say if they do want to learn more about affiliate marketing, would you rather want them to click a button or would you rather them to type back to your bot?
I'm thinking click a button, Jelani, because in that initial option where you chose reply with a message, my initial thought was let's get them to a website, a landing page, and capture the email. We've already got them in the bot sequence. Let's get them over to a landing page and grab the email also. But I like this because there's some interaction happening,
right?
And now we can always send them over to that landing page using a button here, which I think is pretty cool.
Cool. Okay. So if you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, click the button below. Now, I always give them a call to action, okay? Because a lot of times people don't even see the button. They'll look over it and then you're like, wait, why didn't people click the button? Because you didn't tell them to. And I see a lot of people, just expect people to do that. And you can't assume that everyone's, a tech person. You can't assume that people know what to do, right? So that's one thing people who are watching this, one thing that you should do is always include a call to action. So click the button below. So this is going to go to, I'll just say landing page for now. You can put that later. Again, add an action, right? We want to know what % of people are clicking that landing page to look at more affiliate marketing stuff. Why? Because then later we can send them broadcast or sequences, or let's just say clicked learn more. Disco. Hold on. There we go. Click learn more.
Looks like you put a pretty long tag name in there. It doesn't cut you off after a certain number of characters. It's pretty descriptive, it looks like.
Yeah, no, it won't cut me off. Click learn affiliate marketing button. Yeah, I get descriptive because when you have like a lot of messages and like buttons and stuff, it kind of gets, you can get confused. So I'd rather have more information than not. And then, if I'm sending out a broadcast, I'd rather send the broadcast to the right person than just assuming, you know what I mean?
Totally.
Alright, so let's go back to the main menu. So this is just a simple one. But the point of this, guys, is it's super easy. Like, it's not complicated. It's not hard, and people make it seem like it's something that is so complicated, and it's not. And I love Manychat for that. Because, prior to this, it was all like coding. Like, you had to code a bot to do all this stuff, right? So it's cool that it's, allowing this. So affiliate marketing, let's just say like, I don't know, you have a coaching session or something like that, right? Like
yeah, totally. We want to leave that out.
So let's say want coaching. And then we can open up a website there for that. So, I don't know, you can just put coaching website for now. change it later. And what's another one you want to add?
Let's see. We probably want like funnel building.
Yeah, sure.
Want to want to want me to build you a sales funnel, something like that.
Yeah. Oh no. We're one off.
Triple in.
We're one off. Alright. Want me to build you a funnel? Oh, I did triple in. There we go. We're good. Hey, okay. So in this case, we can either reply with a message or open a website. You might have, I don't know, do you have a contact us page that sends them to the...
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Yep.
so we can just open up a website there as well. And then we can change that later. So that's it. Like, that's the main menu. And you can have... So the thing is, with this, you can only have three top-level menu buttons, and then sub-menus you can have up to 5. So what I normally do is I like to kind of... So I would do, like, more info and then have a sub-menu here, and then, like... That's if you have more links, obviously, but these 3 are fine because you just want them to either learn more about affiliate marketing, coaching, or a funnel. Like, that's it.
So if I wanted to add a sub menu, what would we click here just to do that? Just
So yeah. So you would click on the button, right, and then click open a sub menu,
Okay.
and then you can add menu items. So like, I can click add. I just keep adding menus. And then just to get rid of them, you just delete them.
Sweet.
Yeah. So it's pretty easy. It's not hard, and kind of makes it look a little more, not professional, but just a little more, like you have a little more to offer. So that's the main menu, guys. Super easy, right? It's not hard to do a main menu, and every time someone goes to your bot, that's what they're going to see. They're going to see these items that you want them to see on their phone, and most people are on Facebook on their phone, so that's what they're going to see most of the time. So now the welcome message is what people see when they click on get started. Now when someone goes to your page and they want to message you, they have to click get started in order to interact with the bot. And if they don't interact with the bot, then they don't become a subscriber. So you kind of just want them to interact. So again, I put delays in my messages. And in this, what I'll do, and I'm actually doing this on my bot, I'm going to be writing my own thing soon, but I want to say something like type 1 to learn more about affiliate marketing, type 2 to see my latest YouTube video, type 3 to something, something, something. So it gives them like another menu option inside of the message, if that makes sense. But that's just an option. Again, we could do the button route. So let's do hey first name.
So Jelani, is this welcome message basically how we're going to get folks to go down one of the 3 paths that we put in the main menu if they're on a desktop device rather than mobile?
Right, you could do that. The way I have it set up on my bot right now is I say something to the extent like, hey, thanks so much for checking out this bot. It's ran by Jelani, and you will be getting messages from here and there. And then after that, I say something like, would you like to become a subscriber to my email list? And then I say, if you do, then type your email address below. And that goes straight into my active campaign sub list. And I have a list that says, Manychat subscribers or whatever. And we can do that, and I would have to figure that out because you use Actionetics, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would definitely want to figure that out. That's actually something that seems, I think, doable. I just don't want to do it right now because I don't know if it's possible, but I do think it's possible.
For sure.
But yeah, so that's a possibility. It's just asking the question, do you want to become a subscriber to my email list? And people will most likely say yes. And then again, you're generating leads through your bot, right? And you can do this for your clients as well. Like if you just pick up a client that you're working with and just, hey, I have chatbot. I can make you a chatbot, right, for your page. $500, right? And then boom, like you can say, look at this cool thing I can do. I can ask for an email address, and it goes straight to your list, and you're generating leads inside of your bot. So it's super powerful. Thanks so much for checking out this bot. Type 1 if you want to learn more about. Again. And I'm gonna show you guys how to set this up in a second, like what happens when they type 1. if you want coaching. Type 3, if you need funnel assistance. Alright, so what's going to happen is they're going to type something, obviously, because we're telling them to type 1, 2, or 3. We can also say type 4 if you need to chat with Catlin now.
It says my name's a typo, but it's not.
I was going to say, wait, what? Alright, so... Alright, cool. So what's going to happen is if they type 1, they're gonna get a message about affiliate marketing. If they type 2, they're gonna inquire about coaching. If they type 3, you're gonna need funnel assistance. If you type 4, it's gonna notify you, Catlin, if they need to talk to you. Now, how do we set this up? You're probably wondering. So actually, let's remove this. I'm not gonna publish it now. Actually, let's go to keywords. Okay. Now, keywords is where we, if we ask a question, we can set that up inside of our keywords if this lets me go there. Sweet. And I'm going to move this down just so you can see this. I'll move this over. But basically, this is what we call rules in Manychat. So rules are what they are, right? Rules. if someone replies with pizza, then you send them a message, or you send them an action, or if they type 1 in our instance, then we're going to give them more information about affiliate marketing. So we're going to put 1 here, and then we're going to create the keyword, and now we can either create a new reply, or we can select an existing reply. We can also add actions, okay? So this is important as well, because again, we're adding tags, we're getting more information, so we can say typed, again, _1, and now we know that they type 1 for more affiliate marketing information. So later on, we can send them broadcasts for affiliate links or affiliate marketing blog posts or whatever. But the point of the bot is to easily access that person, because there's 1 billion people on Facebook chat, and literally they're on their phones 24/7, and you have direct access to that person 24/7. Like, are you crazy? It's crazy.
I noticed you mentioned too that you don't send messages daily through the bot. Whereas like with email marketing, it's cool to email them every day. They're probably okay with it. I guess with the bot, it's a little bit more intimate, so maybe too free communication will turn them off, right?
Right, exactly. So you have your phone. Basically every single person in America or in Canada has a phone, right? And they probably have Facebook on it, and they probably have Facebook Messenger on it. And what happens when you get a message? Ding! Right? You get a ding every day. It kind of gets annoying, and you're like, I don't want this ding anymore. So that's the reason why I don't send a message every day. I mean, it's up to you, and your audience might be different than mine, but what I've noticed is that I get unsubscribes when I send a message every day. So I'm trying to nail it, kind of slow that down. But again, it's up to the audience, and your audience might be different. So you might just want to test it out. So what happens when that person types 1? We're going to create a message, and what we're going to do is we're going to say something like, let's actually make a delay here because it's going to be immediate.
What's the strategy behind the 3-second delay, Jelani? Just to make it a bit more human seeming.
Yeah, exactly. So the first one, I kind of keep it at 3 seconds, but if I have another message after this message, I kind of put it to 6 to 7 seconds. It makes it seem like the person is actually responding. It's not really robotic. It's just something to do. I don't really have the numbers if you don't put a delay, if that's going to affect your conversions and clickings or clicks on a button or not. But that's just the way I do it. So let's say something like, let's see, this is the affiliate marketing. So I'm going to say something like, hey, first name. Actually, these are where I'm taking time to think about what I want to say, is because I want to talk like I'm an actual human. And I think it's important to note that you don't want to sound robotic. You do not want to sound robotic when you're building out chatbots, because people like to be like feel like they're actually speaking with a human, right? The whole point of Messenger is to have a one-on-one conversation with someone. So when you have that robotic feel, it feels like you're being stale or like you're not really there. So that's what I'm trying to think about is like what I want to say, so it makes it seem like it is personable, it is something that you would say essentially. But again, you can go back and change this. Um, and I know you promote the ASH. Do you want to talk about that? What that is?
Sure, yeah. So one of the main affiliate marketing strategies that I personally use is I developed a funnel called the Affiliate Side Hustle. And essentially it's like a business in a box, if you will. Some of you guys might know what share funnels are if you use ClickFunnels. But what the Affiliate Side Hustle is it takes a share funnel to a whole new level. So not only do I give you a funnel, I actually give you guys the offers, the funnel, the ad copy, the email sequence, the traffic sources, and the training. And the training is a 7-part video training series. And that's cool in itself and a lot of value to get that for free. But what really makes it special is I white labeled the whole thing. So you can actually just rebrand it. Jelani, I know you rebranded the Affiliate Side Hustle as, give me the name.
Affiliate Kickstart. So yeah,
Affiliate Kickstart.
It started from you. It started from Catlin. This is the guy who created it, guys.
So they're getting the all of those things, ad copy, email sequence, traffic source trains, all white labeled, which means you can just slap your own logo on it the way Jelani did, and you can just give it away to folks, go out and share it as if it was your own content. And that's what I mean by white label.
Yep. So if you want to get that, guys, you can definitely, where can they get that?
Oh, they should get it from you, man. This is your YouTube channel. So
yeah, but I mean, I want to give you some of the love too.
Appreciate it. So it's www.affiliatesidehustle.net.
Yeah, go there, guys. So I'm trying to say something like at first I don't think I wanted to share this with the world, but it's too good not to. And then this is where I would be like, but before I do, what's your email address? So if you did something like that, so
in this case, it's almost like the lead magnet is this secret that we have.
Right, exactly.
Getting them to opt in for it.
Exactly. And one thing I learned from Russell is like ask a question. Like, would you want to subscribe to my list? Like just asking simple questions and giving that person the option to do it or not, they're more likely to do it instead of you just being like sneaky and like doing stuff that behind their back. So this is where I would put a delay, right? So subscribe, would you want to subscribe to my email list, right? So this is where I would put a delay, and this is where you would do a user input, and now user input is how you're able to subscribe people through Zapier. In my case, what I would do is I would name this response as a custom field, so this will be email, and then we'll give it another name here, and then the type is where you would select email. So it would be a text type instead of like a number or a date, true or false. So you can do if else statements, which is true or false statements. So like if someone, I haven't actually dabbled in this, but it's probably pretty powerful, so I probably should take a look at that. But yeah, so you create that, and then if this person is successful, then it would subscribe them to the list. And again, we have to add a tag here. So the tag is going to be typed email address for info or for affiliate info. And I know this is kind of like, why are you doing these tags, so many tags, but trust me, it works.
Well, I trust you, and I do the same thing. I tag everything and totally agree. Like, the more information you have about a subscriber, the better.
Exactly. So here's what you're going to say. Type your best email address below So I just thought about something here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna delete this. It's already saved, so we can quickly add that back. But the reason why I want to delete it is because I asked the question, but I didn't give them the option to say yes or no. And this gives me a good, I guess, segue to talk about what a quick reply is and what's the difference between a quick reply and a button. Now, a quick reply, we're gonna say yes, and we're gonna say no. And you're probably saying, well, why would you do that instead of adding yes or no here? The reason is because when that person clicks yes or no, it goes away. If they click yes or no here, that button still gives them the option. So once they click yes or no, they won't see this anymore. And you see what I'm saying? So if we added a button, yeah, so if we did a button here, yes or no, that button is going to stay forever, right? This goes away, they'll never see it again once they click an option. They'll never see it again. So that's my kind of technique. Like I say yes or no, they say no, then I say, all right, cool, whatever. Like you just won't have the option. I'm gonna ask you again later, but instead of just having it repetitive where they can just keep clicking on it. So if they say yes, then we send them a message, and we just gotta click on it. And instead of this, we're gonna make the user input here. And then move this up. And then this should already be here. And this should already be as well. So if I type this, boom, cool. So then here, this is where I'm going to say type your best email address.
I really love this quick reply feature. I didn't know it existed because I find some people will go through your bot and they'll just like click every option just to see what it does.
Exactly.
This way they've got to commit to what they actually want. So I love it. Very cool.
Yep. So type your best email address below, and then they type their email address, and then we can add a delay after their response. 3 seconds is good for that one. And then we can just add another text, and then we can say cool. Something like this. This is standard. I'll be giving you some information soon. Stay tuned. And obviously, I'm just quickly making copy, but we can always go back. So let's say that they say they want more information about affiliate marketing. What we can do is we can subscribe them to a list in the future, like a 7-day list again. So what I do for the affiliate kickstart is I ask them if they come through, if they opt in, I say, in the next 7 days, I'm going to give you some reminders on what you need to do in order to complete this training. Another thing, a cool thing you can do, or I didn't say the no reply, is you can actually sell things inside of chatbots. And you can also run courses through chatbots. So you can subscribe people to certain lists, and if they bought your course, you can say, I saw that you bought your course because they bought it, because you asked them a question, did you buy this course? Then you check, yes or no, they bought it. And then you tag them, this person bought XYZ product. Then you can say, in the next 7 days, I'm going to deliver you some basic techniques on how to excel in this course or whatever, right? Then you can also upsell them in the thing, say, hey, I saw you bought this course. Would you like the 3-week training on how to become a master affiliate? This is XYZ price. They say yes, then you send them to the PayPal link, they buy it, then you send them back to the chatbot. Cool. Then you schedule them inside the chatbot. Like, there's so many things you can do. It's just crazy. It's insane. So if they say no, then you say, all right, no worries. Stay tuned for some awesome affiliate marketing stuff.
I wonder how many people will have going through my bot while we're putting up this temporary stuff before I get back.
I know, right? Like, so
but I don't have like a million page followers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I think it'll be cool to see, like, because I actually, when I posted my bot in your group, by the way, Catlin has a Facebook group. What's the name of it again?
It's affiliate marketing hacks for entrepreneurs with Catlin Bettridge, and you can join at www.cb85co/group.
Cool. So I'll have a link down below. Definitely join Catlin's group. But in the group, I actually posted a link to my chatbot, and I saw like so many people from there. Because I have a question. I'm like, how did you find this bot? Like, how did you find me? And like they're saying Catlin's Facebook group. It's
You
so
probably
funny.
added a tag for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Like came from group. What's cool about Manychat though is that it saves the responses. So like if you ask a question like, so if we go to this user input, it'll save like the input. So you could go back and like, so if you ask a question like, what did you eat for breakfast? It'll literally save every single response. So that's pretty cool as well. Um, so this is like the first one. Like, so if they say yes, then you sub them. If they say no, then you say, cool, I'll give you some more information soon. You can also add buttons. So like if they say yes inside of the message, instead of just saying, I'll be giving you some information soon, you can say in the meantime, um, check out my ASH funnel or something. I don't know. Below.
Love it.
Right? So then you could just put a button here that will link them. Or, you can also get kind of creative like, I want money or something. Like, I try to get fun with my buttons, but, it's alright. Another thing you can do as well, which is something I think they're trying to take away, but I hope they don't, is you can add emojis inside of your button. So let's open website here. You see this little face icon? You can add emoji. So we can add like a little cool guy.
I can't remember. Do you typically add emojis in your buttons? Do you find that's
in my main menu buttons, I do have emojis. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on the message as well. But like for example, if I wanted to put a little emoji here, I would like the finger pointing down emoji, just to kind of give them like click the button. You know what I mean? But I mean,
in case they've never seen a messenger button before,
right?
Like you've got to tell people what to do.
Right, exactly. I mean, the thing is, I don't like assuming. I don't like assuming that someone is on Facebook all the time or they are on Messenger all the time, because that's like, to me, I feel like that's damaging the possibilities of that person kind of clicking that button or following you in your bot, right? They're less likely to follow the bot if they don't know what to do.
Totally agree.
So let's just say shfunnel.com, whatever. That's just a placeholder. Again, we would add an action here. So again, add a tag. I'm just trying to speed this up a little. Clicked.
I wouldn't be surprised if ashfunnel.com is actually somebody running.
I know. I was just thinking that. I know. It probably would be, honestly. And if it's not, you should probably take it. Alright. So, once you're done, you always want to click publish. And another thing I always do is I want to preview the message. So, if you preview this message, it goes straight to your messenger. But that's just the first keyword. So, you can see how this can get kind of like long if, this is just one, right? So, we can do 2 and 3 really quickly. What is 2? I forgot. 2 is coaching, I think.
Number 1 was affiliate marketing. Number 2 was the coaching.
Yeah, so in this case, we can just say a quick little message like, if you want coaching, go here.
I can see where these could get pretty deep,
Yeah, it can get
like yes, no, and go several levels.
It can get
so I'm thinking
really
probably be good to build out the top level of
right.
each of those options before going too deep down that rabbit hole. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. So, when I first started building chatbots, I would actually build out like a flow before I even went inside of Manychat. That's like a little extreme. You don't have to do that. But yeah, you can get really deep into it. And then you can say something like, I don't know if you have like you don't schedule calls, they just have to buy the coaching, right?
After they purchase the coaching, it redirects them over to my schedule once
Okay.
calendar. So yeah, I do.
Okay. So you can just say click the button below to get started, and then that will bring them to your coaching. And boom, open website. These are all placeholder, guys. These are not real websites, so don't go there.
I should probably buy that domain,
Yeah,
catlin.com.
yeah, it's a pretty good one actually.
I'll be taken.
Clicked. All right, and then 3. Let's go back. Actually, people won't be able to interact with this yet because I didn't publish anything.
That's good.
So you can
You
like
get it all customized up before hitting the
yeah,
publish
so like
button.
this little yellow dot means that it's not published. So they won't be able to type 1 and get that message yet. So
Do we have to publish the welcome message for that to be active, or does that kind of just by default?
yeah, you have to publish that as well. So let's actually look at this really quickly because I forgot what 3 was. Funnel
It was the
assistant.
funnel building.
Yeah, funnel assistants, and then 4 is to chat with you. So 3. Um.
I like how you write these messages, Jelani. I can see where you're kind of purposely adding in a human component.
Yeah.
Like, I love building funnels and would love to build you one.
Right.
Not
Exactly.
something a bot would say. That's something you'd say, right?
Right. Exactly. So I like to really personalize it. Something like that. Um, do you have a scheduling call for bots or no? I mean, bots funnels.
No, I don't.
Okay, that's
Typically, I'll
fine.
just put them through the contact form on my website. So
Yeah,
once I go back and customize this, I'll probably do that.
yeah. All right, cool. So I'll just say click. Something like that. Again, this is just quickly. So open website, and then I would add that little what is that little hammer nail?
Down.
Yeah, like
Oh, I thought you meant the down arrow.
oh no, I was thinking the yeah, the hammer one. I think there's one of like the hammer, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not even sure which one you mean, but I'll probably recognize it when I see it.
I think. Let's see if oh yeah, here it is, the hammer. It's scrolling too fast.
Why the hammer? Because like funnel building and like building a
Yeah,
house with them. Gotcha.
exactly. Where'd it go? It disappeared. It literally
Draw a
disappeared.
soccer ball on there and pretend it's a hammer.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, this works. This little emergency sign that works perfectly. All right, cool. Um, what is this saying? Oh, please enter a URL. Cool. All right, so the last one is the um notify. So what this is going to do is if they type 4, we're going to add the action notify admins. So basically this is going to send you a message via email and messenger, so you know that that person typed 4, so you know that they need you, right? They may need to ask a question like how much does your coaching cost, and they just need a quick reply before they commit or something.
Now, will I get that notification on my personal profile or on my business page?
It will send a message to your personal account actually.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I just get fun with this. I also have in my bot, I have a thing where it says ring. So like type ring if you need Jelani immediately. And I'm like, wait, did someone type ring? Hold on, stand by. And it's just like fun, you know? I don't know. You can also add like GIFs and like little images as well. If you want to add like an audio, like "Hey, I'm coming. Don't leave yet" or something like that, you can do that as well. So I know you like audio messages. um, so yeah, that's what I would just put there, and then you would get the message, and then you just reply to that person, and that is the keyword. So now if we go back to the welcome message, again, I didn't add actions here just because I want to speed up the process, but again, you would add actions for type 2, type 3. But the welcome message now, so if that person types 1, they're going to get affiliate marketing information. If they type 2, they're going to get coaching information. If they type 3, they're going to get funnel assistance information. If they type 4, you're going to get notified that they need you. And that's just from the main menu. And you can see how you can literally do so many different things. So if they type 1, so let's go back to keywords really quickly. And this is something that I do all the time. So if they type 1, we can add additional actions. So let's add another action. And let's subscribe them to a sequence. And it's probably going to say we don't have a sequence. So let's build one out really quickly by clicking this button. So let's just say... And what sequences are is basically like... basically automations, or... like inside of ActiveCampaign, in my example, it's automation. So day 1 you send a message, day 2 you send a message, and I think Action Edits, it's the same thing. So let's create a message. So you can see here that I can set the schedule. So I can send a message after 1 day. I can also send a message immediately, minutes and hours. You can also send messages between specific times of days, right? So like Saturday at 10 a.m. So that's awesome. I think that's cool.
One quick question, July. Yeah. Now, when we choose a specific time, is that going to be based on my time zone, or is it going to localize to the visitor's time zone?
That's a really great question, and I honestly do not have the answer to that. I want to say that it is localized, but I'm not 100% sure on that. That's a great question. I need to actually...
It's very cool, because then people aren't getting messages at 3:30 in the morning. If they're on it.
Right.
It might be 9 a.m. my time or something. But.
Right, exactly. So I would, I'll follow up on that with you. But yeah, so this is the same thing. So if they want more affiliate marketing information, you can put them in a 7-day sequence. And I actually have a video, guys, on my channel where I show you how I was able to run a webinar using a chatbot, and I do the same thing. Is I subscribe people to sequences, and based on the actions they take, based on the responses they give me, based on the buttons they click, I resubscribe them to another sequence and unsubscribe them from that sequence. So like if they say something like, yes, I bought your course, right? I'm like, cool, awesome. I unsubscribe them to the follow-up sequence, and I put them in the purchaser sequence, and then I follow up with them and say, hey, did you check out video 1? Did you check out video 2? How are you doing with this? Do you need help, right? Just following up, and this is kind of automating your whole business, because you don't have to take the time to follow up with people individually. It's just doing it for you. It's just doing it, right? I think that's like a time saver, especially when you're a course maker, because people message you daily, and then you could just send them messages automated and just say, do you need help with this? Or if someone types, I don't know, something like, I need help with building out my funnel, you can say, oh, I saw you type you need help with the funnel. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. Like, it's so crazy. It's crazy.
I've been through your webinar bot sequence, and impressive stuff, that's for sure.
Yeah, that took me, it didn't take me that much. Like, building it I had to sketch it out. That was crazy, because I was like, all right, how am I going to send a message to someone? Then I was like, tags. Tags, right? Because if someone clicks on the button and says, all right, I want to register to this webinar, I add a tag. Then I send a broadcast to the people who said, yeah, I want to watch your webinar. Then they click the button to watch the webinar. Then that subscribes to the sequence, and then it starts the whole process, right? Did you buy the product? No. Why? Then I follow up with them. Yes. Then I follow up with them in another sequence. It's absolutely amazing what you can do, and I want to kind of get people to see the power of chatbots, and like the creativity that you can do with it is insane, and you can make your own techniques, your own systems, and make it your own, right? This is what's working for me. It might not work for you, but you can kind of go in there, get your hands dirty, and figure out what works for you. It's really simple once you kind of get the hang of it. But we're not going to set up a sequence here, but I just want to show you what you can do. You can create new replies, select existing replies, and you can also see like the amount it's sent, the amount clicks, the open rate, and the click-through rate. And this is really powerful because you can kind of fix your messages and your copy and the message that you have to certain sequences based on what people are clicking on, right? And I think that's important as a marketer to kind of fix things that are not working to make it better, improve on yourself, and kind of A/B test things and see what's working, what's not. So then you can kind of get that to the number, to the T. And I know you do this with your click magic stuff, is like you get it to the T. Like who's clicking, what's working, what's not, and that's what makes you such a great affiliate marketer, is because you look at the numbers and you take logic and say, hey, I can make this better, right? Based on the numbers.
Absolutely.
So that's the same thing with chatbots, right? You just look at it and you make it better just by looking at the numbers.
The more data that you're gathering, the more things you're tagging, the more data you have to use to make a better experience for the end user, I guess.
Exactly. So that's pretty much the basic idea of creating things. Like we created default replies, or not default replies. We created a main menu, we created a welcome message, and I also showed you guys how to set up keywords. So if someone types something, and guys, one thing I do want to say really quickly, this is something that I just thought about. So say you have a keyword that's like pizza, right? And you want them to type pizza. When you want them to type it out, inside of keywords, type it different ways, okay? Type it all caps. Type it with all lowercase, right? Because then it'll pick it up, right? Instead of just having the P capitalized, have all the letters capitalized.
How far do you take that? Do you put like capital P, small I, capital C, like a couple variations?
No, I don't do that. I mean, you could possibly, because there probably will be some one person that does that. But I feel like the common person would just either put it all caps, either all lowercase, or just the capital P. Another thing is, if sometimes I'll be like, type pizza, but the pizza will be in quotes, I'll put the quotes there as well. Right? Because some people will be like, oh, does he mean like pizza without the quotes, or does he mean pizza with the quotes? So that's another thing I do, but that's just depending on your message and how your copy is. But definitely type it different ways, because you want to make sure that those people who type it differently get the message regardless, right?
So that raises another question I have, if you don't mind, Jelani.
Yeah.
So, you know how we're saying like message 1, 2, 3, or 4, and when they type one of those 4 numbers, it triggers sequences, that kind of thing. So what happens if outside of the bot, I'm just having a conversation myself as Catlin with one of my bot subscribers, and I say to them, how long have you been in business?
Right.
And they say 2, or that's a bad example, they'd say 2 years. But would that then trigger the bot sequences if it's me interacting rather than the bot?
Right. So it potentially can. I've had scenarios where I'm like on my shop, when I used to do Shopify, when I had this running for e-commerce things, and people will just say like, I'm trying to give you a good example here. It's really hard to think back. I don't know, like I want it for $10 and I have a sequence that says 10. It won't trigger because the dollar sign is there.
Gotcha.
But it will trigger if it's like just 10. So it could say, like, if it's like, I've been in business, if you're just having a conversation and it says, I've been in business for 10 years, I don't believe it will trigger. Don't quote me on this. I don't believe it will, but it's a possibility that it can. I know that's
so it's got to be an exact match. So if I said, how old's your son?
Right.
Said, then it would trigger.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why it's like you kind of want to be specific with what you're asking, like please type just this keyword, not like the whole sentence. I mean, obviously you don't say that, but you would hope that they would just type the keyword out instead of like trying to have a conversation with you.
So true, because so many people put quotes around the keyword. When I was running a bot before, right? You're like, type book,
right?
You have it in quotes to show them, and they like put quote, book, quote,
right?
And nothing.
Yeah, and that's one thing I picked up on too. I'm like, wait, people are actually putting the quotes in, and I need to like fix that. Yeah, I need to fix that in my bot. So yeah, so just include that inside of the keywords if you're running keywords. because you want your messages to be sent, and if they just put book without the quotes or with the quotes, the message might not send.
Yeah.
So that is the automation tab. This is where the majority of when you're setting stuff up. Let's move this over. One powerful thing is growth tools. Now, growth tools is a little not complicated, but it's how you run things either on or off Manychat. So, for example, if you want a button on your ClickFunnels landing page, you can create a button that will subscribe someone to a sequence off Manychat. Does that make sense?
Wow.
And
Makes sense and very cool.
Yeah, so I actually set one up for my website where I say, if you want this training, click send to Messenger now, and it will be sent to you directly to your inbox. And that's done through this button here. Okay, so you can create different things like bar, modules, slide-ins, pop-ups, etc. I use buttons primarily. When I was doing my webinar sequence, I actually used the landing page because that converted better. Again, numbers. But buttons do work well. So again, you can create a button and you can set this up so you can say with checkbox or without. So this is what it looks like with the checkbox. I actually like it without it, so I always click here. You can change white or blue background, and you can make it a large button size or a small button size. And then the submitted state is when they actually click send to Messenger. Does it go to a different URL, or does it just stay inside of the page that it's on? So you can redirect people based on, if you want to send them somewhere else, you can redirect them. So it's just depending on what you are trying to do with this button. You can also change the colors, and then the opt-in actions where you would subscribe them to a sequence or just send them a message. Now, one important note that I've been doing for the past year, I would say, is I don't add subscriber to sequence from this box here for the growth tools at all. What I do is
Why is that, Jelani?
Because Manychat, again with the API, when I was talking about refreshing permissions, the API sometimes will disconnect, right? And then you'll think that you think, oh, this is going straight to my subscriber sequence. No, it's not sometimes. So you can't depend on it all the time. So what I do is in this message here, this opt-in message here, is I'll do the keyword thing where I'll say type marketing if you want some more marketing information, right? And boom, that is what subscribes them to the sequence. That I set the action in the keywords where we learned in automation where the keywords are and we were setting actions. That is where I subscribe them to the sequence, not from here. And if we go back here for a second, and I'll show you another growth tool. Manychat actually tells you this, unless they changed it. But when you're using the comment growth tool, this is very common in the comment growth tool. And it really hurt me at first when I first was setting this up, because I was like, all right, I want to subscribe people to the sequences, but it wasn't subscribing people to the sequences. And I was getting so annoyed. So I had to figure out a way to do it. And this is what I came up with, is just using keywords and then subscribing them based on the keywords. So if we go here, you can see here, right here, it says, be careful. Facebook carefully controls the usage of this feature to protect your page from blocking on Messenger. Manychat limits the auto response rate per minute. But then up top it says, people who comment on your post will become your subscribers only if they reply to this message. So there's some factors here that you have to keep in mind. One, they only subscribe to your bot if they interact, right? So if you send this message to this person and they don't say, they don't respond at all, they're not going to become a subscriber to your bot, okay? That's number one. That's huge, okay? So that's why I say, type Jelani if you want to talk to me or something like that, because then you get them to interact with you, and then they become a subscriber. Number two, Facebook controls this. Again, this is Facebook's platform. Manychat is just a third-party tool. So we have to kind of keep in mind that Facebook doesn't want spammy things to be happening with their platform, right? So again, here, be careful. This is an experimental feature. Due to technical limitations of Facebook's platform, Manychat in some cases cannot identify a user as a subscriber through the exact comment growth tool. Now, they're saying that this is specific to the comment growth tool. I think this is specific to all the growth tools. I don't think it's just specific to the comment growth tool. So that's why I kind of just do it the safest route, is getting them to interact with my bot and also having them subscribe to the sequence once they comment something on the bot, instead of just doing it through this way. It's an extra step, but it also secures that person becoming subscribers to your bot, and you're not losing out on potential customers or potential clients, right? You don't, just because it's automated, just because it's something that's supposed to make your life easier, don't rely on it. Don't depend on it 100%. Always be checking things. Always, look at different ways to do it, because, things happen, and that's one thing I learned early on when I was building out chatbots is like, I need to just be more responsible and look at the data, look at what's happening inside of my my messenger, because I need these people. Like, I need these people to be subscribed so I can follow up with them and say, did you buy this product? How can I help you more? Do you want this product? Like, you want to kind of get people on your bot. The quickest way and the safest way to do it is through keywords. That's it. That's my ramble. Okay, use keywords to get people to subscribe to your bot. But yeah, so you can do different growth tool things like buttons, pop-ups, different things like that. You can kind of get creative with your landing pages if you have, if you're on ClickFunnels or if you're on WordPress. Get creative with it and include these different growth tools because it can help you grow your bot. But also remember that in order for that person to be a subscriber to your bot, they have to interact. Very important. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much a simple way to do it. I mean, did this help you, Catlin?
Oh, it helped me so much and really just opened my eyes to the power of this and just how in-depth you can get. But unfortunately, I'm the kind of guy that likes this kind of depth and craziness. So now I'm worried I'm going to be like up all night customizing this stuff.
That's the thing. It's like kind of get people to interact with what you want them to interact with. Okay.
Yeah.
You're in control of your bot, so you want them to do what you want them to, right? Like,
totally.
Ask the questions that you need information on, and then just look at the data based on what they respond with. And just essentially what I do is I just want them to kind of, if I send them messages, go off Manychat, go to a website, and then I can follow up with them based on what they clicked on. So I know if they clicked on my YouTube channel, then I can send them YouTube videos because obviously they're interested on my YouTube videos. But yeah, so it's pretty powerful. It's pretty amazing what you can do, and it's not hard. Like, I literally did like 3 things, which was set up a main menu, set up a keyword, and set up a welcome message, and we have a bot. So that's pretty much it. I don't know if you have any other questions, Catlin. I hope I kind of went over things thoroughly.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good overview, and it's a lot to take in. I think after this video, I'm probably going to go back and watch this video again, just to kind of let some of that sink in, because one thing that's really cool is not only did you kind of give folks an outline of all the different features and technological possibilities with Manychat, you dropped a lot of really good strategy. We talk about not just how we do something, but why we do it, sort of your thought process as you're building out a bot. And I think that especially helps folks on that are watching the video, and it certainly helped me on the call today as well.
Sweet. So guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me some comments, give me suggestions if this is something that you would like more of, because I would love to do this on a greater scale. Again, guys, you can do this so easily. You can get clients because people think this is so hard, but it's really not. And you can say, if you're selling a social media package, or if you're selling a design package or something like that, you can just say, hey, you know what? I actually know how to build a chatbot for your Facebook page. I can do it for, excuse me, $500, $800, $1,000, really easy. And people will pay for it because they think it's hard, and it's not. So if you like this video, give me a sub. Definitely sub to Catlin's YouTube channel. Check out his group. All those links will be down below. Thank you guys again for watching this video. Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it. And again, guys, more stuff is on the way, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.